Hello guys. So this is the third lecture of balance of payments macroeconomics, and in the previous two lectures we talk about definition, features, and balance of trade, difference between balance of trades and payments, and in detail. Yeah. So this is the third lecture, and in this we are going to talk about the various components of balance of payment statement. So there are total four components of balance of payment statement, and these four components are current account, capital account, reserve account, and errors and omissions. So now I'm going to tell you about the current account balance. So balance of payment on current account is a statement of actual receipts and payments in short period. Means it's a statement of actual receipts, so actually which is done, that receipts and payment in short period. It includes the value of export and import of both visible and invisible goods. There can be either surplus or deficient in the current account. Means both invisible goods, so both visible and invisible goods, export and import, will be included into this, and it could be in the deficit or the surplus. It could be anything. So the current account includes export and import of services, interest, profit, dividends, and unilateral receipts from or to the abroad. This is important. From or to the abroad, both will be included. Balance of payment on current account refers to inclusion of three balances of namely merchandise balance, service balance, and unilateral transfer of balance. So as you can see, there are like written at types of balances. It is written after the components, but it will be included under the current account. So types of balances are: first is trade balance. Trade balance includes merchandise and services. Merchandise has exports or imports of goods, and services are imports and export of services. Another type is income balance. Net investment income, that is net income received from assets. Assets are our which give us profit, and liabilities are like loan, this kind of thing, and assets are property, gold, these are the assets. Okay, so the next one is net international consumption to employees. Means net compensation of employees, like what exactly they are compensated. Okay, the third one is net unilateral transfer, that is the gifts from foreign countries minus with the gifts to foreign countries, like the gifts we are receiving from foreign countries minus the gifts we are giving to the sending to the foreign countries. So this was about current account and the types of balances which is included under current account. So I hope this is clear, and the next component is capital account balance. The capital account balance, what is it? The capital account records are the international transactions that involve a resident of a country concerned either by changing his assets or his liabilities to the resident of another country. Means all the international transactions which involves country's resident changing their assets or liabilities to the foreign resident of another country. So the transaction is the capital account reflect a change in stock either in assets or in liabilities. So it is a difference between the receipts and payments on account of capital account, and it refers to all financial transactions. It includes all financial transactions. The capital account involves inflows and outflows. Inflow is the money we are receiving, and outflow is money we are giving. Relating inflows and outflows relating to investments, that is like short term borrowings or lending, and the medium term of long term borrowing or lending. So this was about the capital account balance. I hope you are clear with that also. And the another one is, no, there are some more points left in capital account balance. Okay, so a capital account balance could be both of like the surplus or the deficit, and these two terms are explained in the previous video. If not clear, go check that videos. Okay, capital accounts includes the private foreign loan flow, movement in banking capital, official capital transaction, reserves, gold movements, and many more. And these are classified into basically some categories. First one is direct foreign investment, portfolio investment, and the capital investment. So what is the reserve like, yeah, so these were the categories of capital balance account: direct foreign investment and portfolio foreign investment. Okay, this was all about the capital account balance, and that now we'll come on the third component, that is the reserve account. So what is reserve account? So basically there are three accounts in this. First is IMF, SDR, and reserve and monetary gold. These things total are known as the reserve account. Monetary gold, IMF, SDR, and reserve. These are collectively known as the reserve account. So what is IMF? The IMF account contains purchase and debit and repurchase, that credit and debit from International Monetary Fund. Yeah, IMF full form is International Monetary Funds, and it includes the purchase and repurchase of that funds. Special drawing rights like SDRs. These are the reserve assets that are created by the IMF and allocated from time to time to member countries. And it can be used to settle international payments between monetary authorities of two different countries. Yeah, it also works as to settle down different kind of payments. There is loan or something, so it can use it as a settling payments. So this was about reserve account. Now the last component is errors and omissions. Yeah. So what are those? The entries under this category is like it leads and lags in reporting of transaction. Leads and lags are like it is the forward or behind. So the leads and lags of reporting of transaction, and the another one is it is a balancing entry and is needed to offset the overstated or underrated components. So basically it is used to balance out the things. The omission and errors, these kind of transactions are used to balance out the other transactions for the condition like overstated or understated components in above cases. So these are the four components of balance of payment statement, and I hope you guys have cope up with that and you have understood that. So thank you and see you in the next lecture.